Hello everyone, Jennifer with Crafty Bones. Just wanted to drop in real quick and see how everyone's doing. Let you know what I've got going on. I don't think I've finished anything but vegetables, but the next one is on the hook. As soon as I get that done, finish the pattern, writing the pattern, then I will tape what I made. But I wanted to show you some finished object. I did finish something, I guess. Okay, so I have a lot of blanket yarn, and so I decided I wanted to finish some of it. So this is the first thing I did. It's a throw. Let's see, I don't know if I can get it all in. It's really, really big. Really big. So I guess it would be more of a lap gan. You could probably cover up, yeah. I can cover up nicely with it. Sit on the couch on a cold day, which we're still having. I don't know why we're still having. And then I also made a pillow. I was making it during the block party, but I got so wrapped up in doing the blanket that I never actually finished the block part in time. So there's the front. There's the back. This is just something I threw together. I mean, this is a pattern I use often. The missing link or the chain stitch, some people call it Jacob's ladder, but that's that side. And this one, I think I just did V stitches. Nothing fancy, just V stitches. As I said, that's Bernat blanket yarn. This one right here. And the colorway on this is Tiny Teal. It is a super bulky 6. Recommended hook size is an 8mm, which is a US L or 11. I did use an 11.5mm on the blanket here, but I used an 8 on the pillow. Now, I didn't know if you've seen this, but I wanted to be able to remove the cover to wash it. So I single crocheted all the way around the outside of the pillow, and then only part way up on the last side, and I put in an 18-inch pillow form, and then you can just undo the button here and the pillow will come out, and then you can wash the cover. I always think that's important to be able to do if people's heads are on it. You want it washed. So for that, I use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 of the Bernat baby blanket stripes, but I will tell you that I did 4 on the blanket with, I think I used a little bit of the 5th one, which left me a little short for the pillow. So if you look at the pillow, the single crochet on the outside doesn't exactly match this gray here in the middle. It's so close, but on camera it's really hard to tell the difference, but in person you can definitely see the difference. And then this part of the back right here, I had to buy a light gray of the Bernat blanket yarn to finish that off, and it has the same information as the stripes, except that this one is called Seagull, I think. Yeah, Seagull. So I don't know how much of this I used, to be honest with you. So 5 of the big cakes and then a little of the gray. Now all the other colors of Bernat blanket yarn that I do have 6 cakes of, I believe. But the other pillow form that I have is a 16-inch and not an 18-inch. And the 18-inch was an accident. When I did the chain was 16 inches, but when I added the first row, it was 18. And instead of frogging it, it was just easier to buy the 18-inch pillow form to go in it. All right, the other thing that I have been working on, and I've been working on it for a while, I just haven't, between vegetables and other blanket, but this is the butterfly stitch. It's much bigger than the last time you saw it. I think the last time you saw it, it was only like a 10-inch square. So it's much bigger now. I haven't decided if I'm going to be done or not, but I have 10 or 14 skeins of this yarn. So I could do a lot more. I have used 4 completely, and I'm on my 5th one. There's still quite a bit left of it, but obviously when you're working in a square like this, you get less rows per skein because it's bigger. This is the Lion Brand ZZ Twist. The color is coral, and it is a worsted 4 recommended hook size of 6mm. I am using a 5.5. I don't know if you can see that, and that's only because I wanted this stitch to be closer because there was such large gaps where the butterfly is. I wanted the stitches to be closer together. This is a pattern from Mikey and the Crochet Crowd. If I remember, I'll put a link in the description box. So that one I've been working on for quite a while because I just been busy with vegetables. And then the one I started the other day is a shawl, and this is it. So this is going to be, it's a shawl that becomes a poncho. So you make 72 rows, and after the 72 rows you single crochet down one side of the long sides, and then you sew it together so it becomes a poncho. And then I have some buttons to put on, and the buttons are non-functional, they just show up. This is a pattern from Bag O' Day, and I will try and link a description, or put the link in the description box. The buttons that I chose are little pink flamingo buttons because I'm making for this, I have someone in mind for this that I'm making, and they love pink flamingos. But the yarn that I'm using is this. It is like a lolly from Hobby Lobby. It's the Yarn Bee Luxe Lolly. This was last year's clearance. This one is called Strudel Date. I don't know why it's called Strudel Date, because dates are brown and strudel comes in many different fillings. But this was originally $7.99. I got it on clearance for $1.99. I have 2 lollies. This pattern, according to Crystal, is supposed to take about 750 yards, which I have just over 1,000. Each of these lollies is 502 yards. It's 100% acrylic, and the recommended hook size is 5mm. Or that's a needle. Sorry, I really should put my glasses on. But it is a roving type yarn, so I'm not having any problems with it separating at all. The stitch is really interesting. You just start with your chain, and after your chain, you triple crochet into this chain 2 space, and then triple crochet again, chain 2, and then double crochet, and then you start the same pattern over in the next chain 2 space. Like I said, I'll link it below. It is one of Crystal from Bag O' Day, one of her patterns. But I can't wait to see how it turns out. I'm really hoping it looks really nice because, like I said, I have someone in mind that I'm gifting it to, and I like for it to be something special. But I just want to thank you guys for watching. With all this madness going on, we've just got to keep the yarny goodness alive. And thanks for watching. Happy crocheting. Bye bye.